everybody, it's Mary. Today I'm going to be showing you what's in my pantry. Well, more specifically how my pantry is organized. This is Ask Mary Anything number 5. I'm still looking for more questions, so be sure to comment or email me or message me if you have more questions for these Monday night, maybe sometimes during the day, adventures. So, just FYI, I thought when I scheduled to do this at 9 that my kids would all be at least in their beds, maybe not asleep. I wasn't that optimistic, but turns out nobody's even in their beds. So this is going to be quick and you'll probably hear things in the background, but let me talk to you about organizing a pantry. So this is a pretty large pantry, not the largest I've seen by any means. There's some amazing ones out there, but these same organizing tactics can be used in any pantry. You're just going to modify it. I actually kind of created more categories and things to fill, you know, the space with baskets to make it not shift around. Okay, so let's start with kind of the main important thing to me about the pantry, which is I took a look at the things I usually cook. And this is this back wall, kind of like right when you walk in. And I kind of categorized it. I make a lot of Mexican foods, I make a lot of Italian foods, and then I make a lot of American foods like barbecue and beans and things like that. So when I go grocery shopping and then I come home, my family usually helps me unload. It's really helpful for them if they can just kind of put things into themed places. So, and then more themes would be kids' food. There's like macaroni for their macaroni and cheese, drinks, you know, those little flavored drinks or whatnots, and then condiments and sauces. If there's any overlay where someone might accidentally put a barbecue sauce in here, but I actually put them in here, well, when I'm cooking dinner that night, I can go in, and if it's not in the first place it should be, I'm going to look in this place next. So it's not that important that it's always perfectly done by everybody, but it does help me to have at least narrowed down to a few places. And it helps other people when I send them to the pantry to get something while I'm cooking dinner, and I can say, look in here, look in there. So these are like what I would call the main baskets, especially these. You might have slightly different labels. I used to have an Asian one, but I realized I only did that probably once a month, and so I'll put that usually in like American or condiment sauces. So, all right, so yeah, if you're organizing your pantry, I consider this. And don't worry, it's gonna like flux and come, you know, there's gonna be a lot sometimes and then not a lot sometimes. It's okay to see empty space in the basket and then see it overcrowded. Don't worry about trying to even it out always. Just, you know, it's really to help you find things and put things away easier. Okay, so these baskets are particular to me. If you don't decorate cakes for your kids or holidays or whatever, then you may not need that. This one, is there any kids behind me? That is my junk food that I put in there, and I did not want to say mom's junk food, so I wrote miscellaneous. Do not tell my children this. Yeah, so that's what that is. And then let me see if I can kind of come in this tight space and turn around. So up here, kind of out of reach, these are the goodies that are labeled for the kids to know that there's goodies. So there's like pistachios and mints in there. Very different than what's in mine, I will tell you that. Anyways, so up here on this shelf, people can't really reach. They'd have to get a stool if they were a kid. That's where you keep like medicine. I know that it looks like there's 2 RX things, but like we keep our neti pot and like all the thermometers and some little, just all that stuff that ends up piling somewhere in the house. We just keep them in there. And then I keep my vitamins in there. Up at the top, I put things that use, but not very much. So just kind of like serving things, and a pressure cooker, which honestly I think the next time I declutter, that thing's gonna go because it's been a while. And then let's see, down here is lunch boxes. 4 kids, 4 lunch boxes, and then this is my bread flour for homemade bread and pizza dough. Of course, right now there's a birthday party at my house tomorrow, so that's why I have a big box of chips there. During the school year, I'll actually move that lunchbox thing down to the bottom so kids can just have a place to put things away immediately. So there's plastic bags in the corner, party supplies, water bottles. I live in Texas. It's like 500 degrees every day. That's an extra distilled water in that corner for my steam mop, and then I put juices in there. This is the shelf that all the kids, including my 4-year-old, can reach really easily. So these are all like the snacks they're allowed to have, and cereals, which some of those need to be refilled, which I actually just got back from the grocery store, so that will happen. The groceries are on my shelf behind me, and then this is chips in here, which the kids are allowed to get as snacks, so that's okay. Then in the corners, kind of in that unusable space, I put things I don't need very much. So there's like a cooler back there. Here I have peanuts I bought for a family barbecue I'm putting on, and then this was travel food. So just kind of random things I just kind of put in the corners. Crackers and popcorn, granola bars, fruit cups, and applesauce. So these are also, again, like things that the kids can reach and use, like after school snacks or packing their own lunches. And then I'm going in a really weird order, and I'm sorry for that. Like, I should have thought through, like, do this shelf, then that shelf, but I didn't. I didn't even think. These are the cans. I purchased these little can rollers on Amazon, I think 10 years ago. I think I've had them since when my twins were crawling around, maybe even before. They work really well. I'll try to remember to put a link afterwards. They fit like 3 cans pretty well. Things come in and out. You know, there's like a little disruption, but it's not annoying to use. It probably sounds more annoying than it actually feels to use. Anyways, those are awesome. So anyhow, that's the tour. I'll give you kind of a, so you can see where everything is kind of all at once. Probably I have different food than a lot of you have, but a lot of the same organizing techniques could work for anybody. Really just kind of categorize what you use, put them in a bin, and there you go. The rest is just magic. So, all right, I hope you guys have a better Monday night than mines are starting on. What is it you have the cans on? Oh, that is this thing I bought on Amazon. It's like it's made of this, like, that wire shelving that you can, it's pretty cheap. That's not the right word, because it's lasted so long. I don't think it's like cheaply made, but it's not like super fancy. Anyways, yeah, it just kind of comes together and it just fits onto my shelf, and then I use it to roll things back. Sometimes just I'll stick boxes, or this is kind of, I just thought they needed to go there even though they don't really fit the way that everything else fits. But all right, any other questions, or I think we're gonna say good night. I hope you all have a great week. Take care. Bye.